What's going on, everyone? We're going to take a technical analysis look at Tesla. If you guys traded or watched the markets today, you know that the markets, especially the NASDAQ 100, absolutely exploded. So what more is to come? Is the bottom in? Are we going to continue to go higher? Is one thing that we're going to kind of go over and discuss in this video. Now, in this video, we're going to be covering Tesla's technical analysis. Currently, we closed at 184.13, up $3.68 on the day and just about 2%. Now, considering the other stocks that went absolutely bananas today, like Nvidia up $13, Meta was up 7, AMD, phenomenal move on AMD, $7, so forth and so forth, right? Even Google and Amazon all put in monster moves. Now, considering that Tesla put in a 2% day at only $3, considering it was still green, this is not a Tesla running day, right? So Tesla was a little bit of a lagger. I'm going to pull up the 1 hour time frame in here in just a minute. There was an entry spot that we took, and I took today on Tesla for a sneaky level, and I'm still right now continuing to hold this into tomorrow. Reason I'm holding this into tomorrow, I'm going to show you guys that on that 1 hour time frame. But if we can kind of see here now, why was Tesla a little bit of the lagger today considering the monster moves? Tesla had a little bit more of a steeper pullback into their 50-day moving average here. You know, you can see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 2 weeks worth of trading action back into this 50-day moving average. As we lost the 50-day moving average, bulls did a fantastic job by not letting this go lower. Anything below 163 remains the pivot on Tesla down to 153. So there's $10 worth of room here. So if this run decides to end, and let's say the market wants to completely sell off, this is the big short level that we would be looking for, is the 164, 163 on Tesla to the downside. Now, if we can see why Tesla was a little bit more of a slower mover, we've got supply sitting here at around 187.60s, and then we've got more sitting here at around 191.50s, 191.70s. So Tesla is maybe 1 to 2 days away. I could see potentially Friday or Monday for this absolutely exploding. If we do get a continuation day tomorrow in the overall markets and not to put in an inside bar day on the NASDAQ 100, Tesla might in fact go tomorrow. So what we are going to target is anything over today's highs of 185.80, and we're going to play that into 188. Over 188, we want to hold runners, because if we do get to the 191, any close over 191 and a half is going to absolutely send this to 210. Now, today on the live options feed, I did see 220 strike prices coming in pretty aggressively for Tesla. So that's one thing that we can obviously look at. If I kind of pull up the weekly time frame and I kind of see where does 220 exactly take us, 220 would take us just shy of the 50-day moving average, and it would take us right here into the 100 EMA as well as the 150-day simple moving average. That would be these yellow lines that you see on our screen, and that would also be correlating with the most recent high that we had here on February the 13th. Now, if Tesla does start to build and close over 228, this is an absolute moonshot into 250, okay? That's the level that you're going to want to play. That's going to be your aggressive level. Now, where can you potentially take a sooner entry on this? Is any close over 195. Any close over 195 on Tesla is that shot into 215, 220 area. That's the next big trade that you're going to want to take advantage of from a swing trading perspective. Now, if we look at the 4-hour chart for more of a intraday kind of, outlook here, we're going to still need to get over that 155 that I spoke about, right? The 155 definitely has nothing but open skies. You can see the next stop that would be over 195 is going to be 201, and then we're going to be looking at around that 210 to 212 area. Okay, now if we go a little bit more on a smaller time frame and we kind of see exactly what we need on a shorter time frame, looking at the 1 hour time frame here, 186.38, let's call it 187. Anything over 187 would be reclaiming the 200-day moving average on Tesla's intraday chart. That can absolutely explode 5-10 points. Okay, so those are the levels. But tomorrow, if we do pull back, a good pullback zone to try to bounce Tesla is going to be somewhere between the 180 to 182 range. That's going to take us down to this linear regression channel. As you can see here, if you look at this blue line, and I understand I've got a ton of lines on my screen here, but look at this blue line, okay? This declining blue line is called a linear regression channel. You can see we tagged it here, and then we also kind of tagged it here, right? So if we do break it, which we did today, we got that initial break. All we are going to do now is back test the breakout. And if we do pull back into the 180 to 182 zone, this is your potential loading zone that you can also use as a stop loss. Make sure that if we do pull back here and you add some size and we bounce and then re-lose it, you just get out of the trade. But if you bounce this off of the 180 to 182 zone here, if we do manage to pull back, even something like 181, you can take an entry around 181. Let's call it 180 to 182.50. Okay, this is the reload zone here on Tesla. If we pull back, 180 to 182.50 is a good entry to potentially bounce this over 186 and into 210, 215. Those are the levels that I'm going to want to play on Tesla. We need to be ready for it. You can see we tagged it here on Wednesday, we tagged it here today, a little bit of a double top. Do we get this breakout over the 186 level? If we do get the breakout over the 186 level, this is going to absolutely explode like something that Nvidia did today. So make sure you have this on your chart. If you guys are not playing Tesla, make sure you guys are watching Tesla, because again, why are we going to trade stocks that are going to move 50 cents, 80 cents when you have potential stocks that can move $5 to $10? It just does not make any sense to me why we would be chasing as traders stocks that are moving 40, 80 cents. Guys, every day stocks move up and down. It doesn't mean that they're necessarily going lower or moving higher. I hope that point kind of hits home. Okay, just because something's moving up 40 or 50 cents doesn't mean it has the same potential as something like Tesla or Nvidia or Meta or AMD. That's why these tech stocks in the triple Qs, these high beta stocks, are so crucial and so important to learn how to trade, because while you're messing around with small stocks, you're missing out on monster moves that are going to actually really grow your account and grow your P&L. Now, if you guys have trouble trading larger cap stocks because you don't have the necessary funds, comment down below or join my Discord. Go to Evolution Traders, become a lifetime member. I'm going to show you guys how you guys can get funded with a prop firm that's going to allow you to trade up to $1 million in capital, and it's going to allow you to trade Tesla. It's going to allow you to trade the Qs. It's going to allow you to trade Meta, AMD, whatever you guys want to trade, right? Apple, doesn't really matter. You guys can go get funded if you've got the skills and you know what you're doing and you have good risk management and you've got a strategy that you guys can work. If you don't have a strategy that you can work, well, that's why joining Evolution Traders is going to be so beneficial to you guys, because you guys are going to learn the entries and exit points on my technical analysis strategy. I hope that makes sense, and I hope you guys all have a fantastic day. Again, congratulations to everyone who made some money today. I know there's a lot of you guys out there who really profited today, and I just want to say congratulations, because we don't get days like this too often. Maybe once a month, maybe once every month and a half, 2 months, you know. But when you really get these kind of days and these breakouts is really when you want to make, you know, make your month's P&L, make your quarter's P&L, you know, when we have these kind of days and these kind of moments in time. So again, wish you guys all the best. I will see you guys all in the Discord. Those of you guys who decide to join and start to learn and start to trade with me and start to understand the basics around technical analysis. Guys, we don't have to be the smartest people in the room. We don't have to worry about the news. We don't have to worry about what is everyone else doing on social media. It doesn't matter. We're going to have a better entry than everyone on social media. We're going to have a better entry than what, you know, you're going to hear on CNBC, right? When you start to understand these levels, you know, from a macro perspective, and you start to understand, you know, where potentially stocks could stop. For example, if you kind of notice this 1, 2, 3 triple top here, and then we started to lose these short-term moving averages at around 198, well, you knew potentially we were going to come down to 189. Anything below this channel and this channel here, you knew potentially we had room down to 176. Anything below that, you knew we had potential down here to 167. Now, obviously below 163, you know we have potential down to 154. This is going to be your next short move if we get it. If we never get it, that's fine. We're going to play this back up to the upside, especially over 192 into that 210 range. This is my next home run trade here. Mark my words, when this trade comes, I will take part in it and I will make money. I will make money. I would want you guys all to make money once we break out over this 192 into the 207. But if you guys want the full access to the strategy, make sure you go to evolutiontraders.com, become a lifetime member. I will see you guys on the inside.